Welcome back to the GCN Training channel. If you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Today we have got a really good long 40 minutes workout session for you to do. I will talk you through the session in a minute, but for now, get on your bikes, make sure you've got a fan, some water and a towel because it's going to be a hard one. So straight into a 5-minute warm-up. Start off nice, easy pedaling, waking the legs up, waking your body up, getting your heart rate up. And throughout these 5 minutes, we're just going to ramp it up slowly to really get the most out of our warm-up. So as I said, this is a 40-minute session today, and we've got 2 different sections to our workout. The first one is going to be a 4-minute, 8 out of 10 effort. So quite a long effort, 4 minutes. And then after that 4 minutes, we're going to go straight into a 30-second flat-out sprint. And then after that, we're going to go into 30 seconds rest, and we're going to repeat that 4 times. After that, we're then going to have a 5 minutes, nice, easy, gentle pedal, and then we're going to go into 2 minutes flat-out efforts again. So a little bit of everything in this effort. We're also going to be looking at cadence, concentrating on that, some low and high cadence as well. So make sure you've got your cadence sensor on, power, heart rate if you have it. Don't worry if you don't. You're really going to get a good session done. So start ramping this warm-up up now. So just get that a little bit faster, leg speed a little bit quicker. So should be around 3 out of 10 perceived exertion. Warm-up is a crucial part of the session so we can hit that first effort nice and warmed up. So we've got 3 minutes left now, and then we are going to go straight into the first 4-minute effort. So make sure we're nice and warmed up for this session. Just click down the gears, start getting that a little bit faster. Maybe ramp it up to 4 out of 10 now if you're feeling it. Legs might get a little bit quicker. Your heart rate will start racing. Start to breathe a little bit heavier as well. A bit of everything in this session today. We've got some long 4-minute efforts and then some short, sharp 30-second sprints, and they are my favourite. I'd much rather some short, sharp sprints compared to long efforts, but got a bit of everything in this session today. So ramp it up to 5 out of 10 now, a little bit quicker. Really get the most out of the session. Hit that first effort and make it count. So this 4-minute effort that's coming up is going to be 8 out of 10 perceived exertion. So we're going to be going pretty hard. So make sure you're ready for it. Make sure to look out on the screen and listen for the cadence as well, because we will be swapping and changing cadences as we go through the efforts. So a minute and a half left of this warm-up now, so 6 out of 10. A little bit faster again. Make sure your water bottle's filled because you're going to be sweating a lot in this session. Into the last minute of the warm-up now. So up to 8 out of 10 effort. Last minute before we go into the main session. Going straight into it. 4 minutes, 8 out of 10 effort. $40 seconds left. It's pretty much going to be a pretty long effort after this warm-up. Straight into it. 20 seconds to go now. Come to the end of the warm-up. Should be nice and warm, ready to hit this first effort. So start thinking about that gear you want to be in for this effort and try and get to a nice rhythm as quickly as you can. So 5 seconds to go now. because we're going to be at 70 RPM. So really slow cadence, 70 RPM. Try and get your numbers right. Look at that cadence. Click down the gears. 70 is probably just below average of what you'd push out on the road. You might push this gear up the climbs. Might feel a little bit uncomfortable to begin with, but you'll soon get into that rhythm of the effort. So 30 seconds down. Eight out of 10 effort. So going pretty hard, your power will be pretty high. Great work, everyone. Should be well into the rhythm of this effort now. Nearly a minute down. Try and keep that upper body nice and still. Not wasting any energy moving it around. So after this effort, I've got 2 minutes, 44 seconds left. And then we're going to be going straight in to a 30 seconds max sprint. So all out. It's going to be pretty tough. Great work, everyone. Should be getting used to this cadence now. Can feel pretty sluggish compared to what you usually push in, but we want to focus on some low and high cadences today. Our 30-second sprints are going to be above 100 RPM, so really fast. Nice deep breaths now. 2 minutes left. Halfway through this effort, great work. Keep on top of that cadence. Don't let it drop under 70. 8 out of 10 effort as well. Keep on top of that power. A minute 20 to go. Great work, everyone. Minute 10. Nearly into the final minute now. Right, under 60 seconds to go. So after this last minute, we're going to go straight into a 30-second all-out sprint. Everything you've got. Now, you might feel on your limit now, but do your best to get out of the saddle and sprint for 30 seconds. You might want to drop down a few gears so you can really get on top of it. Nice high cadence. So we've got 30 seconds to go now before we do our sprint. And don't worry, after the sprint we do have a 30 seconds rest. We're just going to go very quickly. So 20 seconds to go now. You want to be thinking about the sprint. So around now you might just want to click down a few gears, get ready for that sprint. Are you ready? And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 30 second sprint. Out the saddle. Get that cadence up. Sprint, sprint, sprint. 30 seconds, everything you've got. 10 out of 10. Great work. Nearly halfway through. You can sit down, keep sprinting. Everything you've got. Get that cadence nice and high. 5 seconds left now. 3, 2, 1. And recover. Keep pedaling if you can. Really nice and easy now. 30 seconds left. Nice and easy, get your breaths back. Whew. That was tough. So 10 seconds left. We're going into our 4 minute, 8 out of 10 effort. Straight back on it. And in 2, 1. So 70 RPM, 8 out of 10 effort. So pushing that big gear again, 70 RPM for 4 minutes. 8 out of 10 effort. Great work, everyone. Just going to repeat in that set a few times. These 4 minutes are going to fly by now. Get into a good rhythm. Push that power out. Try and stick at around 70 RPM. Quite a low cadence. Upper body nice and still. Nearly a minute down. Nice deep breaths. Keep pushing, 8 out of 10. 3 minutes to go now. Great work, everyone. 8 out of 10 effort. Keep an eye on that cadence, 70 RPMs, quite a big gear to push. Really good all-round session this, a little bit of everything. In there, some longer efforts, some short sprint efforts, and the tiniest bit of recovery in there as well. Really get the most out of this session. 40 minutes and we're going to be working very hard for most of that 40 minutes. Really get the most out of the session. You're going to really see improvements by doing sessions like this. Especially when you go in from this 4-minute effort where you're pretty much on your limit and then you're hitting it with a 30-second sprint. That is really hard to do. You're definitely going to see benefits from doing efforts like that. Nearly halfway through now. Minute 40 left. Keep an eye on that cadence, keep pushing through. A minute and a half to go. Keep a nice position on the bike. It's always good practice to drop down to the drops. Just do a minute or two there, just hold that position. It's good for when you come to a race or doing efforts out on the road that you're used to this position. You haven't just been slogging along on the tops for these sessions. Be nice and aerodynamic, which is what we all want. Into the final minute of this, and then we're going into our sprint again. So another 30 seconds, flat out sprint. And make sure you hit it as hard as you can, just hold on for that 30 seconds. 40 seconds to go now. Great work, everyone. It's tough. "30 seconds left now. So you want to start thinking about that gear. You want to be in for the sprint. You want to get your cadence up. So you want to be hitting 100 RPM and above for this sprint. So 15 seconds to go. So you want to get out the saddle, sprint as hard as you can, then sit down and push through the rest. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint hard as you can, 10 out of 10. Make sure you're hitting 100 RPM and sit down, keep sprinting. Halfway through now, come on, 15 seconds left. Hitting those high numbers, 10 seconds to go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Bring it back. Keep turning those legs. Nice easy gear. Nice deep breaths. 15 seconds left now. Great work, that was a tough sprint. So we're going to go straight into another 4-minute effort at 8 out of 10. And in 3, 2, 1, go. 4 minutes, 70 RPM. So bring your effort level up, your cadence down. So to cadence of 70. It's nice and slow. Get into that rhythm now. Push through it. This is really tough. This first minute is really going to hurt after that sprint. You just want to stop pedaling, I know. I would want to stop pedaling too, but push through this effort now. 30 seconds in, start to find your rhythm. 70 RPM. Eight out of 10 effort. It's tough. And pushing as hard as you can. Nice deep breaths. Hold your position nice and strong. Get on the drops for a minute or two if you can. Practice that drops position. Great work, everyone. Keep on top of that power. Keep on top of that cadence. It's a really tough session. Done really well to make it this far. We're nearly halfway through this 4-minute effort now. It's tough. Concentrate on that cadence. Nice 70 RPM. Just below what, a bit slower than what you'd normally push. So into the final 2 minutes now. And then we're going to go into another 30-second sprint. Good opportunity to take a drink. If you need, get on top of the hydration. Great work, everyone. Minute and a half to go now. Minute 15. Great work, everyone. Make sure, keep on top of that power. Get the most out of this last minute before we go into another 30-second sprint. So into the final minute now. You want to start to think about that 30-second sprint. Get in the right gear. Just want to be flat out 10 out of 10 effort. So 30 seconds left now before we go into our sprint. So get ready. You want to hit it. I know you just want to stay in the saddle and keep at this speed and cadence, but we want to take it up, ramp the cadence up, ramp the power up. 10 out of 10. All you've got. Are we ready? In 10 seconds now, into our sprint. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Up, up, up! Everything you've got. Come on. Out the saddle. Get those legs turning. Everything you've got. 10 out of 10. Keep going. Come on. 15 seconds to go. Keep pushing. Everything you've got. 10 seconds left. Come on. Great work. Come on. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And recover. 30 seconds recovery now. Try and get your breath back after that tough effort. Whew. It's tough. 15 seconds left now. Before we go into another 4-minute effort. Great work, everyone. I know it's really tough. Keep going. And in 2, 1, 4-minute effort, 8 out of 10, 70 RPM. Get into that rhythm, 8 out of 10, with that power up, that cadence down to 70. Great work. 30 seconds in now. It's going to be tough to get into the rhythm. The legs are burning. You're going to want to stop, but keep going. Keep them turning as fast as you can. 8 out of 10 effort. 70 RPM. Great work. Nearly a minute down on this effort now. Doing really well, guys. It's a really tough session. There's no hiding in this session. We have got a longer bit of recovery after these last few efforts before we go into the 2-minute efforts. So you will be recovered for those, don't worry. There's 2.5 minutes left of this now. Great work, everyone. Keep pushing. 70 RPM. A little bit slower than usual. Put it in a bit of a harder gear. Grind it out, 8 out of 10 effort. Really tough session, this one. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Keep going, keep pushing through. Great work, everyone. Make sure to get on the drops. Get into that position. Always good to practice it when you're on a static bike and you can hold that position you want. Keep that upper body nice and still. Low cadence. When you're pushing a harder gear, you might want to rock your body a little bit, but try and keep it nice and still. Engage your core. Nearly into the final minute now. Before we go into another 30-second sprint. Come on, we've got this. Last minute now. Gonna hit that sprint, hit those peak power numbers. Make this your best sprint yet. 40 seconds to go now before we sprint. Get ready for it. 30 seconds. So your cadence is going to peak now. 100 RPM and above. So in 15 seconds, going for another sprint. So start thinking about the gear you want to be in. And really get on top of that cadence. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Up, 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 up. Come on, guys. Sprint, everything you've got. Go on, really hit those peak numbers. As hard as you can. Sprint, everything you've got. Last 15 seconds now, halfway. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and recover. 30 seconds recovery before we go into our 5-minute rest period. Great sprint there. Hopefully that was your best one. Got everything out. Nice easy gear. Spin those legs out. Get your breath back. 5 minutes recovery now. Nice, easy 5 minutes before we do some of our final efforts, which is just going to be the cherry on the cake. So nice and easy, relax, spin those legs about 70 RPM, the easiest gear you've got if you want. Nice and easy. Get some fluid on board. Replace all that fluid you've lost already. A sweaty session, get on the saddle, have a bit of a stretch. Stretch your back. Stretch your legs. It might be a little bit sore after all those sprints and long efforts. It's got a nice little recovery now. Whew. Your heart rate should start to come down after that final sprint. With an effort like that, going from, a long, hard 4 minutes, then putting a sprint on top, your heart rate should really be peaking your max heart rate that you can do. So it's a really hard effort. So now we're into a bit of a rest. We've got 3.5 minutes left of the rest, and then we're going to go into a 2 minute and 8 out of 10 effort. So a really hard 2 minute effort. And we've got 2 of those. So 4 minutes in total, broken up into two 2 minute efforts with a little bit of a short break in the middle to recover. Great all-round session, this one. A little bit of everything in there. Working on peak power. Working on those long efforts as well. All those 4 minute efforts added up. That's quite a long effort that you've been sitting at that power at. And as well, with the low cadence efforts, they're going to make you nice and strong, not only your legs, but your core and your upper body as well, by holding that strong position. Nice, easy pedaling now. Definitely needed this rest before we do the rest of the efforts. But great work so far. It's been a really tough session. And these efforts are just a little bit extra you're going to need to make yourself better. So make sure you stick around for these efforts. Don't get off the bike now. We're not finished yet. You'll feel so much better after doing a session like this if you've had a hard day. Bit of exercise always makes you feel better. Feels like you've done something. All those good endorphins. A minute 40 left now of the recovery. Make sure you're drinking, cooling down a bit, heart rate's coming down. Ready for this 2 minute effort at 8 out of 10. Perceived exertion. We're nearly done, just over 10 minutes left of this session now. So we're nearly there. Then we'll have a nice 40 minute effort in the bag. I'll get there in the end. Spinning those legs nice and easy, cooling down, recovering. Nearly into the last minute now. Just want to get ready to go. In the last 10 seconds of this cool down, you want to start getting in that gear, ready to go. So when the clock turns, you're ready to get the most out of this 2 minutes. A whole 2 minutes. No stopping early or starting late. Every second counts. So 40 seconds left now. Great work, guys. Nearly there. 30 seconds to go. Right. Start thinking about the gear we're going to be in. 8 out of 10 effort. You might want to get on your drops if you want to find that nice rhythm. In 15 seconds. In 10 seconds. Are we ready? Come on, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 8 out of 10. 70 RPM. I want to click down the gears. Push 70 RPM, 8 out of 10. This is pretty tough. High power, low cadence efforts. These are going to make you nice and strong on the bike. Keep that core nice and still. Great work, everyone. It might take you 20, 30 seconds to get into the rhythm of the effort. Try and hold that rhythm once you've got it. Great work, guys. Keep pushing. Come on, I know it's hard. Nearly a minute down now. Great work. 1 minute to go. Keep pushing. Great work, everyone. Come on, last minute now. Everything out. 8 out of 10, 70 RPM. It's tough. You just want to put it in an easier gear. Stick in that gear, grind it out, 70 RPM. It's just a little bit of an uncomfortable gear to what you're usually pushing, but you're definitely going to see the benefits. Make you a lot stronger. Last 30 seconds now, and then we're going to go into 1 minute and 5 out of 10 effort. So not full on recovery. We're still going to be turning those legs. Great work. 15 seconds left. Keep pushing. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 1 minute effort, 100 RPM. So I'm going to spin those legs pretty fast. Work up to 100 RPM in this effort now. 8 out of 10 effort. Great work. So 100 RPM is going to feel really fast after that 70 RPM, but work your way up to it. You don't need to reach it straight away. So halfway through this effort now. 100 RPM, 5 out of 10 effort. Great work, everyone. 20 seconds left. Keep on top of that gear. 100 RPM. And then in 10 seconds, we're going to go back to 2 minutes at 8 out of 10 effort, low cadence. Last few efforts now, come on. Great work, everyone. In 2, 1, 2 minutes now at 70 RPM, 8 out of 10 effort. Great work, guys. Keep pushing that gear. 70 RPM. 8 out of 10 effort. Come on now. Last effort. Make the most out of it. Get it all out in this effort. 8 out of 10. Grinding that really hard gear. It's going to feel tough. Nearly into the last minute now. Come on, guys. Keep pushing. High power, low cadence efforts. Try and maintain that strong upper body. Engage your core. Last minute now. Get the most out of it. Push through it, guys. Come on. 30 seconds to go. Stick with it, come on. Then we can recover all the way to the last second of this effort now. Great work, everyone. Come on. 20 seconds to go. Great work, everyone. 15 seconds. We can do it. Come on. Stick with that low cadence all the way to the end. Final 10 seconds now. Come on. Great work, everyone. You can do this. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. A nice 5-minute easy cool down. You'll be very glad to hear. So stick it in a nice easy gear. Spin those legs out. They'll be pretty sore, I'm sure, after that session. It was a very, very tough session, and my legs are absolutely burning. So, although it might be tempting to get off the bike now and skip the cool down, but if you do this cool down, your legs will thank you when you get up tomorrow morning, because if you don't, they will be screaming. So, a nice, easy cool down, no structure, just pedaling, nice and easy, like walking pace. Spin it out, get all that lactic acid out your legs, because your legs will thank you. That was a great, great effort, guys. Definitely going to see benefits from doing sessions like this, working at that 4-minute effort power with low cadence and hitting those sprints again and again with very short recovery in between. So really good effort, guys. That was a cracking 40 minutes. We definitely made the most of those 40 minutes we had today. Just over 3 minutes to go, and then I'll let you get on with your day. So please do stick around for this cool down, because it is very important. Look after the legs. Make sure to spin them nice and easy and cool down. Your heart rate should start to drop now. You'll start to be able to get your breath back. Make sure you stick on top of hydration after this, because, quite a long effort, 40 minutes. We've been sweating quite a lot, so make sure you drink plenty of water and hydration, maybe even a recovery shake if you want after this. Get all the gains after the session. So 3 minutes left now of this cool down. Hope you did enjoy this session, and if there are any other types of sessions that you'd like us to do, please let us know what kind of sessions they are in the comment section below. If you want longer than 40 minutes or shorter than 40 minutes, if you want sprint or intervals or longer efforts, let us know and we'll try and make it happen. As well as lots of training videos on our training channel, we have lots of training information that you might want to check out. So have a scroll through all the other videos that we've got on the channel. Nearly into the final 2 minutes of the cool down now. You should probably start to feel your legs again. Minor sensations are starting to come back in my legs now. Legs went a bit numb towards the end. Starting to get the feeling. I feel if I got off the bike straight away, I'd probably just collapse because my legs are just like jelly. So you want to try and avoid that and avoid any injury. It's a nice, easy cool down. Spin the legs, nice and easy. You don't need to be hitting any power numbers or any cadence efforts. Nice and easy cool down. In a nice, easy gear. Right, want to get out of the saddle and stretch. Stretch the legs out, stretch your back. Been sat down for quite a long time. Into the last minute now of the cool down, and then I'll let you get on with your day. Great work today, guys. A really tough session. A long one as well. Some really long 4-minute efforts in there. And the 30-second efforts. You can always come back and do this session. You might want to come back and you might find that you're beating those power numbers that you've done before, or just feeling slightly better when you do the session. If you did enjoy this session, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to the training channel and hit the little bell icon so you don't miss any of these training sessions that we upload. Nearly done with the cool down now. 5 seconds left. So great work today. I'll see you next time.